Don't fade on me, bro. I know it's getting difficult. I know it gets hard. I know sometimes there can be times of uncertainty and difficulty and you don't know what you're doing. But in reality, nobody on this planet actually knows what they're doing. I heard a quote one time in my history class in year 7, which is when I'm around 11 or 12 years old. And it was written on the wall. I interpreted it for the wrong definition of why it was there. But the quote stuck with me ever since, and the quote was very simply, "Time will pass, but will you?" And obviously it was a reference to the GCSE test coming up, which I'm sure some of you are struggling with right now, or possibly coming up to. But I didn't see this quote for, "Will you pass the tests?" I saw the quote as more like a philosophical quote. Time will pass, but will you? I interpreted it in the way that time's going to continue moving forward regardless. But will we? Or will we just give up? Will we just fail? Will we just sit here and do nothing? Or will we sit here and proactively do something? Will we just scroll Instagram reels and TikTok For You pages? Or are we going to proactively do something? Because life is like an online video game, multiplayer video game. Your parents are telling you to pause it. You can't pause it. You have to keep going. You know, you can't stop. Because if you stop, time continues onwards without you. This is the power I seen behind the quote. Perhaps not quite with the same depth of analysis when I was 11 years old and a bit more foolish, academically gifted, but a bit more foolish. I've seen it in the way where you need to keep going with the game. Because time's going to move regardless. Time's going to continue forward regardless. Tomorrow will come regardless if you're excited for it or dreading it. Stuff is going to happen naturally. Solar eclipse is going to happen next week, and you're either going to miss it because you didn't want to see it. You weren't ready for it. Your holiday's in 2 months, and you're going to miss it because you weren't ready for it. What is this crap cop-out? What is this rubbish? You need to be ready for life, because life's going to continue to move on regardless. Don't fade on me, bro. You have to remain. You have to continue progressively getting better and better. Progressive overload, often talked about in the gym. Why can't you do it for YouTube? Why can't you progressively get better and better? And I'm not saying you have to become a content creator, but let's say you want to become an email copywriter. Why don't you progressively get better at that and progressively overload how much outreach you're doing every single day? Some nights like this, some cold, chilly evenings with very somber winds and noises in nature, sometimes even rain, I consider doubting. And I consider, what if it doesn't work? What if all of this is for nothing? But then I remember that age-old quote, another quote, I'm sorry, but Santander said it, and it's one I've repeated so many times on the community posts for my YouTube channel. And it genuinely means so much to me, that's why I continue to repeat it. If you feel like giving up, know you're close. Changed my mind the moment I heard it. And you can imagine, this is one of my favourite songs from him, so I listen to it again and again and again, and every single time I listen to it, I remember. If you feel like giving up, know you're close. And I've got living proof of this on my personal brand. If you look over to my videos, of the chess video, you can see there's about 2 weeks where I get no more than 30 views, except for maybe one video. And then all of a sudden there's a huge rise in views. Building pressure in the dam just to break it. That's what I was doing. I continue to show up each and every single day. I stay dedicated to the craft, like you should, whenever you're trying to build. And even though I saw no progress for literally 2 weeks, as a matter of fact, I saw negative progress for 2 weeks, for the first time. All it took was one video and one day for it to go. And when I say go, I don't mean a small little, I mean a big go. Compare 10 to 400 at the last time I seen. That's a huge difference. And it all came from continuing to push regardless of how I felt. Continuing to go forward. Remembering that time's going to pass regardless. I could put in more effort into this channel. Or I could just keep doing the same stuff. Actually do less. And slowly wither off of it and give up. Because time will pass. But will I pass the test? Will I pass the test when it seems like I've got filtered out from YouTube? Am I going to pass the test when everything seems negative, all of the numbers are going down so much, so substantially, and I still continue to show up each and every single day? So like I said, all it takes is one step, 1 foot forward, 1 arm movement. Unfortunately for some of you, all it takes is 1 swipe. All it takes is 1 push-up. All it takes is 1 pull-up wherever you can to start a movement and to start something positive going forward. All it takes is 1 second. And then you can build on this more and more and more. Welcome to Personal Brand. Welcome to the Teoji YouTube channel, where all it took was 1 little clip at the beginning, a crappy recorded clip. And now this is where we are. And God knows where we'll go. But we'll continue pushing forward regardless of what happens in the surrounding nature. So I hope this video has made a lot of sense to you. I hope you've learned something in this video, because all I want to do is free you, bro. All I want to do is wake you up from this slumber you've been in, where you think comfort and all of this other crap is all you're searching for. It's not. Wake up, bro, please. And as always, may God bless each and every single one of you. Stay strong out there, and we'll see you all tomorrow.